I was taught by Greta, by the way. My emotionality and how to deal with public matters and stuff. Not only to be rational as such, but my emotionality. How dare you! I'm well practiced, so calm down. Get something of your own. What I'm doing is creating my title page to the next YouTube video that I'm doing, or just post it up, I think. Yeah, and also what I'm going to start doing, because what else is there to do? Like when you find out something and it's the truth. How about that? How about that? Just go general. Well, if you're a healthy human being, oh shit. Click out if you're not, because you're not going to handle my page at all, really. You're not going to handle anything, right? No? I mean, you're not going to handle your own emotional outbursts, let alone anybody else's. I mean, what drug are you taking right now? Tell me. Really, I mean, what pharmaceutical drug are you taking? Do you not, like, pay attention to your personal relationship? No, never mind. So anyway, let's get back to, I mean, was that love or was it... Who was that stranger in the night that leaves you with that strange creature? I'm sorry, God, I'm terrible. Get out of here. Babes, man, don't pick on each other. Certainly don't pick on me. A lot of people kind of detect it. They're like, oh shit. Did I make her angry? Why, babes? Kind people that are giving and generous and highly creative, when you upset them and you bug them authentically, you take them out of their zone, like they're in their center, their vortex. It is the stinkiest fucking thing, especially when they turn on you. I mean, it could be just a little like, oh yeah, you know what, and they're not going to take shit, and they're just going to turn angry and be unkind. It's the worst. It's the worst. You don't want it. You don't want that. Other people are at that steady anger, poopy head cloud, fucking uncreative. I just not raising about shit, and today is Mac had a cold. Boo! Sorry. Did I spit on you? Everywhere the entertainer goes, see, you didn't know my last, all of you 309 subscribers that like my one video out of the 562. Still trying to fucking wrap my head around that and think, well, how is this going to sift out? Maybe it's divine, really, because I know that you don't have control over this, by the way. I'm understanding social media intergalactically on a scale of, like, pretty soon I'll be able to convey that to you. Just hang on for another 4 months. Whew! You know, we don't control this, us channelers, and, you know, and that's what I'm doing. You have channels on your TV. Do you see those fuckers up there? But are they as live and direct as me? I'm just kidding. I'm entertain. People who channel have many different personality sides. This is a healthy fact about human beings, by the way. See, only a psychopath has one steady thing that they're actually going to just present you with. You're not going to ever see them flicker. I mean, they'll go like this, but you won't fucking know. And there might be 60 years that you'll figure out this person is crazy. Will you loosen up? It's fucking 93 degrees out here and you're wearing a tie up to here and you want me to fucking look at... Ha! Kids love me too. And, you know, the parents are like hiding them away. It's like, fuck. But they like grow up a couple inches around me. You know why? Because I'm just myself. They're like, it's possible? Narcissists. They don't even know what themselves are. They don't know how. Nobody does, though. Why would they take it so personally when they hear this information? If you hear me talking at like 88,000 miles an hour, it's because, first of all, I have a Mercury conjunct Uranus. My mind I was born with my mind set next to the light of all lights, which is like lightning. And I'm telling you, you want to accelerate the use of something, just plug it into electricity, and then all of a sudden, not only can it be of some use to us, but it's going to move very quickly. Sometimes we can just start really darting, and people will associate it with a mental disorder, and it's like, but what about that? What if we're geniuses, and we have so much in our minds that is ready, just about ready to flash out, but it's like, how do we articulate this at this point? Hey babes, I've been this all my life. If you look at the progressions of my astrology, you have progressions by the way it happens from the date that you were born, the very day, and then you count from the day on the ephemeris. That day, if you're like for me, I'm 48, you count 48 days. That's your progression. That small little thing, you can see so much of your whole life. It's fucking scary. I saw it. I was like, okay, yeah, right. So Jupiter is going to try my Venus and Mars when I'm progressed into Scorpio at that point. Huh? That usually means you're just going to like win the lotto or something. What do I do? Yeah, I inherited this house, this place I'm at, and it just proves. And who is Jupiter? Your grandparents. Grandparents did it for me. Be jealous about that now. I'm highly protected, actually. Um, Talking about biology and stuff, I don't really disregard our ancestry, our our heritage in another dimension, perhaps, and you know, just doing some time here. Let me get my sentences together. What about those periods? Who is thinking about those periods at all? All I know is that every month it's been kind of a drag. I'm just kidding. Let me get back to just finishing my darn. Um, I love you guys, by the way, the ones that know how to hang out, a little bit and enjoy me. I don't care about you. Don't let me know that you're that. You guys are weird. Haters. It's funny. Hating pictures of cats playing in the snow. Anyway, like I said, my Mercury conjunct Uranus being afflicted, not afflicted, babe. It's trine. It's a trine. You're going to see an impeccable warrior right here. Just lighting up like, woo, yay! Mars is at like 28 now. Trining my Mercury-Uranus conjunction. Of course I'm going to say something at the speed of 600,000 miles an hour, and it's actually be very potent. You're going to be like, holy shit, slow that down. What did Jesus say? Well, I didn't say it, babe. Sometimes the light of the truth comes in, and I'm like, channeling now, channeling. Give me whatever, whatever. It's not really like that, but lately it's been. We're learning about not only to like play an instrument, we'll grab an instrument or work with clay or something, do animals, do some gardening, but pay attention. Pay attention. Don't just float around like, well, I really think there's a life that I saw that Walt Disney showed me. And what was Stephen King up to? Well, no, people are always thinking about people. Like, I really have to, they're just lamenting about people, and they're not going to learn how to garden. They're not going to learn how to, at least, man, pick something up other than a mirage. Why is this thing? How come I can't figure this thing out? Like, you ever notice, like, sometimes you just get completely shut off of, like, this freaking thing's, you really got to concentrate anymore to waste your life away. That's how easy it's going to, for me. Me? I'm going to drop this shit. You need to, there's a saying that says, eat and drink of me now. Because later, it's going to dry up, I'm out of here, and it's none of your fucking business in the first place. You're going to be left. I take whatever evolution I am with me. You're going to be left here with your religion. What is it? What's your name? Shauna. Shauna Wyatt. Religion. Stinking it up. Whatever fumigates out of here, I don't give a shit. Some people are like, what was that? Yay! And then we still, we don't hang around each other and suffocate each other and not let each other change into, what do I change into? Totally boring. Totally boring. Not all that together. Not making sense at all. Ain't worth a damn. I'm just kidding. Boy, don't say that around narcissists, man. I'm learning too. That's like, there's 100%, there is no amount of gap that you should leave for them to enter in. It's like the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Everybody knew that he was very special, but they're teasing him and blah, blah, blah. So he gets this little moment. He's like, he was really trying with people, but he gets off into the shadows and he's sitting there and he's bummed out. Well, who comes over? Satan. Oh, wait, sorry, Santa, that's right. And then, what's the story? I'm sorry. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then they gave him a job after that. He did really good. He was, everybody, anyway, never mind. Sneaking down everybody's chimney like a thief in the night, you know what I mean? Why couldn't he just walk in the door and say, here's a gift? You have to please him first with a sweet thing, get out of here. Please me. What are you bringing to us? Horse shit? Like this? You better figure out how to fucking use that stuff. Try to prove that, first of all, you fucking know how to use it better than anybody else, and then second of all, because why? Here's the use for it. Do you guys know George Carlin? Do you know anybody who has hit nirvana, become an entertainer, and made fame off of the truth? They just kept radiating, and it's like, very, very controversial. You'll have so many different reactions and, yeah, a wide scale of love and hate going on, and all you are is like, so what? Change the channel. There's a knob. And let's say, same with people, right? It's going to be happening. It's like, why do you hang out with each other so heavy duty and you disapprove of each other and you cut each other down and you never get above the level of feeling like crap because you don't really like each other at all, so there isn't anything there that you could possibly be working on in case there was such a thing. Believe me, people like, like say, what happened to Jim Carrey? Out of there. Out of there. Fuck people. And it's like, phew. My religion. You find something you don't understand, the further process we're going through is just to fucking let it all go, right? Yeah. I'm going to be happy about all that, you know what I mean? Not about the obvious, it's just more like, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Who cares about hitting a wrong note? It's not the concern, but hitting a note done without passion is disgraceful, or whatever the hell that we're supposed to swallow that Mozart said. I don't really agree with that. If you're a musician, that's the only thing you don't hit a wrong note on. If that's, you want to go to heaven, right? Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for loving. You've just never seen this kind of comedian before. I am a cross between Sam Kinison, George Carlin. I'm a chick, by the way, because if they cut a joke about sex or something, no, my God, the world is just imploded. And what if I go like this continuously? I'm going to get that down so smooth and I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that does it. Why? Again, my religion, my temple. I'm not saying that you guys are idiots, but when you string me up and then say that so that we may live, you sacrificed yourself. I mean, this is all making such good sense. I can't wait to have that church built. I mean, are you going to push my feet under there after you put that in the church of who the fuck knows what? But we're here as a clique. And how much money did you put in the dish? Well, I put in this much. Well, and it's all these narcissists. All these fucking narcissists. Man, woman, doesn't matter. They're there just, no question at all. There's no questioning at all. Anything. They don't even question themselves. Have you heard that song? The Little Boxes. The woman sings that song. I didn't sing it. Don't get angry at me. See, this is a trip. It's like, okay, so some people are going to be falling under. I'm not going to change my radiation, especially about narcissism. Actually, it's going to start pumping up. There's some things that I've been looking at. It's like, you mean this is the main plague on the planet? What is the plague, though? It's people who don't know the difference between their mind and reality. So it's highly misunderstood. I don't know if this is the same fucking video. Minute 16? That's just me being conscious, self-conscious, and self-examining and everything. You wouldn't even, or whoever. Narcissist, not this other hot babes. I honestly wanted to make a calm video about the fact you can click on to other very highly professional analysts and psychologists who know they are saying this is what is happening. This is it, okay? And I point at this in another method of, like, Buddhism knows that this is the truth. So anyway, they say, well, there's healthy narcissism. See, this is what the average narcissist doesn't know. And they turn it all around. And they say the healthy narcissist is the narcissist. Why? Because they love themselves so much. You're supposed to love yourself. And you're supposed to like what you see in the mirror. You're supposed to look in the mirror and see like a galaxy opening up. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And have tender, loving care. Narcissists, babe. Now, see, I'm going to make sure, too, when I get hot and heavy on it, I'm going to start using the proper term. See, I say southerly narcissist. My term that I made up because I'm observing this. Like, these people just go down from a downer. That's all they can do. They don't have a rise above. Or a story about that. If you notice their stories, So then, you notice their lives, though, their vibrational frequency, babe. It's needing a lot of help, right? You could turn around all on us who are you could say northerly narcissist or healthy narcissism. It's a pathological narcissist or healthy narcissist. Everybody is a narcissist, has narcissism. They have a sense of self. They have a sense of self. The southerly narcissist or the pathological narcissist is what the clinical term is, not the SHA ON religion. Skip that. Try and break it down, too. You won't. You're in danger of making me stronger, which is like, and I don't say that you're responsible for that. I say that that's what's happening. That's what's going to continue to happen to humanity. I will tell you, I will clarify, I am humanity. Say it. I am humanity. You poor thing. Yeah, you poor things. Stand up. Stand up. No, don't stand up against other people. Stand up against your fears. Let's get back to so much to just be and understand and get going. You know, this is my practice, is to be who I am as a radiator. I don't really waste my time with people that don't appreciate me. And so, how about you? You know, think about it. If you did that, man, your money situation would fucking change around. I mean, you would probably make none. They don't really appreciate you. I mean, people are throwing money at you and kicking you around, and you're like, thank you! Sorry, I don't mean to. Hopefully that all changes. That is what all changes. We're supposed to go for love and simplify and sit back and say, holy shit, look at everybody else going absolutely apeshit mad because they're not tapping into the free energy of love, which is the truth. I was going to say the truth bearer, but it's, that's like saying the water bearer. The way that you can connect it up, babes, is that Aquarius, the trine, air trine, is involving love, which is Libra. Man, I am understanding something about astrology that I'm going to start teaching pretty soon. I can see it. It has to do with our the truth about what we are as electrical beings. Because Aquarius, see, we have love, which is a self-organizing consciousness. Very hard to explain really what that is. People think it's all like peaches and cream. It's like, no, actually it can be pretty damn tough when it knows what it's doing with what is really needed to strengthen something. And so when there's a garden, the higher you get with your being a creator, because that's what the purpose of love is to keep this self-organizing mentality in constant balance. That's where Libra comes in. It's like, we're just not going to think about if it looks like it's tilting this or the way or that way. We're going to keep it in balance, and we're not going to have any emotional state about it. See, in the garden, any subject matter really, especially the garden, is a good way to explain it. Is that sometimes you need to tear some things out because they're not growing right, like strawberries or something. And do you think, now, if those strawberries had a mind of their own and were talking amongst each other, would they agree to be torn out right there? And would the other ones be approving? Would they even understand it or accept it, that actually it's going to make you feel a lot better? You're going to grow so much bigger. You're going to long forget how unhealthy everything's and all of the trauma that it took to get to where now that you are now. It's going to, and please, you just don't know. The higher intelligences know, and see that the higher intelligence is just says, doesn't really fuss like the strawberries do or whatever. There's probably a better story than that. But hey, I'm gonna start just bringing it all back and talking about it. Now this makes me of course I'm pacifying myself somehow. Don't tell the narcissist that. I was trying to make a video about how I was going to clarify this phenomenon. Okay, first of all, you probably don't know that there's healthy narcissists. Okay, what is narcissism? I'll say it again. The sense of self. The sense of self. Now, a southerly narcissist, or the pathological, doesn't have a sense of self at all. I mean, they don't have a healthy sense of themselves. We're all in a danger zone. We all cannot put it past ourselves to be somewhat like, say like if you get on social media and you just start talking and then you put yourself down. God, what's going on there? No, you see what I'm saying? The sense of self really that has a value within them that says, I set up borders like this, and I like this about me, and I take this part about me seriously, and you kind of you have borders and boundaries that you're setting up and acknowledging as far as dealing with people, because you're working on something which is always your sense of self, if it's healthy, it's coming out of experiences that you're holding that are the healthy, which is the healthy side of things. Like you're not so degraded by even the negative experiences. I mean, what I want to stress is the southerly narcissist has had such abuse at an early age that okay, now that's it could be emotional abuse. You can be in a really upscale, looking like you have a lot of money, long subject matter, but I'm just trying to go in general how that the southerly type narcissist has been so highly abused. Um, they're different than the northerly narcissist because of that. They don't have that. See, the northerly narcissist just doesn't have the sense of just that the universe is out to get them. Like there's just danger, danger, danger. They have more of the sense that I control that vibration in and out of me. And what else? They just know how to like take responsibility, which really is taking the freedom. We are all moving as fast as we all can move, but I know one thing is that you got to let go of people who aren't doing the work that you're doing, and that the work that it takes to just break away from the possibility of falling into that southerly state, the southerly narcissist who says, God, this fucking shit. Go find a professional, you stupid assholes. Go fucking, because the secondhand smoke that comes at me is just like, well, won't understand the higher vibrational frequency that I am. What I'm saying is the northerly narcissist is a higher vibrational frequency. Vibrational frequency. What's a good another word that you're using there? They say healthy narcissism, and love is the healthier vibrational frequency. A lot of people try to hold that as your candy cap. That's what the narcissist does. Says, oh, you're struggling with your conscience. Yeah, you don't make any money because of that. That's true. It's true. If you're a healthy fucking person who's managed to like weave your way through society without falling into this fucking pit of a game where everybody's a cerebral narcissist, making it oh so real, man, and they lock themselves in boxes and nobody is fucking living right, healthy, let alone like together. But it's fucking remarkable how each household harbors a fractal version of the oppressor over there, where you can see it's what is it, the church, or was it the education system? Whatever it is, it's there and it's broadcasting on TV set too. Okay, so the narcissists love their TV sets. Don't they love the news? Fuck yeah, that's their. That's that system there is providing them enough weaponry and information to say, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You're just not involved with the world. Fuck the world. Where's my swastika? I'm just kidding. This could be just my so long, you fucking assholes, because I put enough of a beautiful fucking mark on Facebook. Only I know, and I really should, talk about the downloading experience and what this really is, the PC thing, and how they just asked me. I don't know if you saw it, but they asked me on here. They're saying, well, how do you like your experience as being a creator here? They didn't say anything about YouTube or anything. I don't think there's a little YouTube emblem or something, but they were asking me as an aware person, how do you like owning the universe and being an authority of this land? I'm like, ultimate experience. Woo! Why? It's my business. It's my business. And they just want to know, are you serious? I'm like, fuck yeah. And a lot of people think, oh, that's crazy. No, what's crazy is the movies that they make that destroys your imagination away from that. In fact, this is now what's happening. But they take it and turn it into tinfoil and hocus pocus and offshooting with some other vision about it, your vision, television about it, and because I see it over and over, because I don't fucking watch TV or I don't care what the theaters are doing or any Grammys or anything like that. Fuck no. And so, but I know about it. See, I'm not asleep. I was raised in the suburban areas. I was raised 9 miles from LA. I lived in the city. See, my saying was and is, and I'm about to wrap this up for all the people that are gonna dislike it, and it's just a hit. It's like, fucking, can you put 9 and 9 up there? I want to fucking rack up 100 dislikes and 100 likes. Why? Because it's just 100 likes all around. It's likes, likes. It's 200 likes. Wait, okay, so where I came from, my saying is 2 years of paying intense attention to your surroundings or whatever subject matter it is. Like, say, if you get a job and then you really start getting into what is going on with everything. 2 years of that intense curiosity and can surpass 50 years of stumbling around in the dark. This means that somebody can come along. This is the truth. This is what I used to say when I used to tell people. I was playing music. I minded my own business. I can't continue to do that. And the problem is having to make money and then deal with people. And then, well, no, what you do is you work your heart out, right? Your love. And you're like, I'm not only going to work my heart out, you're going to hear music coming out of me. My body, the way I do it, the reason why I could have done it the way I did, fucking A, man. How much fucking output I do is because I reduce it into a musical rhythm. And you can't help. See, you won't appreciate this until you hire me, you fucking stinking fucking rats. And you'd be like, she can run the whole floor for free because she's free energy. She's enough, enough for me. I'm done. I'm 50 years old, babe. You're supposed to retire at 55, and then also that's just the natural thing of it. See, well, me, being a woman, I like my privacy. We do what we can, right, from where we are. So, like I said, my Facebook, I'm satisfied with it. All the mud and everything too, but a lot of it is exactly what is supposed to be done and what you're supposed to do. Thich Nhat Hanh. Do you know Thich Nhat Hanh? A Buddhist who founded Plum Village. He says that the only use for social media is just to point out the possibility of enlightenment in your real life, and the cure for the mind and all this and it's not really like my idea behind it. Really, for mine was just that that this is the only thing that you're supposed to share on social media. Is that, I mean, that's the only thing that's worth sharing in real life. See, by the way, isn't this amazing? What? This moment now. Do you trip out, though? Trip out on the fucking movie. All of it, really. Hey, check in on each other. Boom. Whoa. Did you notice the characters out there? Whew. Some are playing that they know what plum means. Plum. Awareness being of which is just this moment now. God, it's so beautiful. Some people know me as having transferred that into them. And you know what? I hope they stay there, and it's not me that is responsible for that. Really, they knew about it already. They just needed to hear the sound, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, that's it." See, that's what Buddhism is that it's a conversation between two people, and one of them has conquered their mind, and the other isn't yet conquered of the mind. So, see, I paused right there because the Dalai Lama, who is a sellout, by the way, he's not really a good example. Setting a good example, but he admitted, and this is Interesting to think of what kind of a master would end up in the West as just a natural phenomenon that would be here to express something through communication that would lead an entire global population into not only curing themselves, like knowing the cure, but turning around. Really what it is deception across the board. People are so dislocated of reality, and the truth escapes them. So that's just the same as saying, man, they don't have a space of their own. Reality is just space. And so what are we being reduced down into boxes? Why? Handing over our real life, our connection, our how we really work as a human organism here. Like what do we do, babe? As we need to be programmed, we have to program ourselves up to just fucking live, to survive, to stay healthy, to operate and be all we can be. And I didn't just say and enlist in the army. No, remember that song? Be all that you can be. Find your future in the army. No, all that you can be is right now. Very few people know of the power that I'm pointing at. I'm talking about, okay, so there is a fucking army out there that has Gwyn Towers up that says we're going to get a hold of the airwaves and control the weather. Meanwhile, you don't know that you are the very power of now. You can control the weather too. This is the hidden truth about the human aperture. That it's going to come up as a fact in people's lives, but they're never going to make a movie about it and say, oh, it's happening, the awakening's happening. They're going to make a movie about some other thing. Oh, suppose that this happened. Let's just suppose that this went on with women, particularly, that are doing this. And then it keeps coming up. I see it for fucking 10 years now that I stopped watching TV. When we are supposed to get a grip on our own faculties and come up with our own language about it and even see the truth about the way it really is, Hollywood comes up with a fucking movie over there that steals the show. I can't hardly fucking explain it, but thank you for watching this wonderfully casted and flowing, informative. See, narcissists don't like people that are free, that actually say something. If you get down low a little bit, they'll encroach on you, right? Then you got to do the love dance with them. You got to do that love dance, which is boundaries, please. Did you notice that I am love, by the way? It's just what love is just a selfless operation here. We're going to keep maintaining a conduct that is what, who knows? Usually the truth is involved. Minds, they're not cut out for it. What are minds? People. People think that they can be now, so do minds. But nope, only now can be now, and that's the power of how.